He began his new life standing up. Wait a minute. How does someone begin a new life? Like I think of a baby in a hospital standing, but they can't stand. I'm confused. So a new life, but he's standing up. So is he a baby? Is he not a baby? Surrounded by cold darkness. Is he in the womb? And stale, dusty air. Okay, why is the air stale? Like, is he in like a prison or a cell? But then is it a new life? Metal ground against metal. And I'm like picturing or hearing like a squeak of metal grinding against metal. A lurching shudder shook the floor beneath him. Well, why is the floor shaking? Like, is there an earthquake? And maybe this is like in the middle of like a traumatic natural disaster. He fell down at the sudden movement. I'm picturing him falling and shuffled backward on his hands and feet. I'm visualizing him shuffling. Drops of sweat beating on his forehead despite the cool air. It's almost like I can see a camera zoomed in on the sweat. So he's sweating, but it's still cold. I'm still trying to figure out where he's at. Again, it's cold, dark, dusty. His back struck a hard metal wall. Okay, so maybe he's in like a warehouse or something. He slid along it until he hit the corner of the room. He's clearly scared. He doesn't know where he's at. Sinking to the floor, he pulled his legs up tight against his body. So I'm visualizing him in like fetal position because he's scared, hoping his eyes would soon adjust to the darkness. Okay, again, clearly all of his body language is showing he's scared, he's confused, he doesn't know where he is. And I'm still really confused where the setting is. With another jolt, the room jerked upward like an old lift in a mine shaft. Maybe he's like in an elevator, like an old warehouse elevator. If it's lifting, the room is going up. Harsh sounds of chains and pulleys. Yeah, like an old elevator. Like the workings of an ancient steel factory. Okay, maybe I was right about the factory. Echoed through the room. It must be like empty. There may not be many people there. Bouncing off the walls with a hollow, tiny whine. I love the imagery there. That's really beautiful writing. The lightless elevator. Yep, I was right. It was an elevator. Swayed back and forth as it ascended. I'm thinking, wait, the word ascended. Descended means going down. So he's going up. So I wonder where he's coming from and where is he going if he's going up. Turning the boy's stomach sour with nausea, again, because he's nervous. A smell like burnt oil invaded his senses. I love that simile. Making him feel worse. He wanted to cry, but no tears came because he's clearly scared and confused. He could only sit there alone waiting. Waiting for what is my question. My name is Thomas, he thought. Okay, his name is Thomas. He knows his name. That was the only thing he could remember about his life. And I'm thinking, like, why? What happened? Why can't he remember things? So he's not a baby. So he began his new life. Maybe his new life is like a memory wipe. He didn't understand how this could be possible. I'm confused too. How is it possible? His mind functioned without flaw. So he's still like smart, can remember things. Trying to calculate his surroundings and predicament. And I'm just like processing what his surroundings are. Okay, there was my text, and there was my thinking.